Well, hey, today's video we're going to be a little bit of everywhere. I had a comment about all the different things we do. We do all kinds of things, right? And so whether we're working on equipment or attending to cattle or the turkeys or moving litter or whatever it is. So a lot of things go on, and happy for you guys to come along and see a little bit of that. By the way, I don't know if you can see it back here. The trampoline has moved twice, once over the truck and now back over and on top of the gator. That's the kind of weather we're having right now. So hey, come along with us and enjoy and see what we got going on. And this morning I'm working on feed orders, video coming up there. I've done some FSA work with one of my landlords, getting them send some emails and paying bills, along with got an estimate for a job and different things there, rectifying feed numbers into the spreadsheet and so forth. That light's gonna kind of cause issues. Let's see. I'm not sure I know exactly what these are. Zinnias, more zinnias. That might be the poppies that she was had trouble with, but you see the success. We're using the commercial little pods and putting 2 seeds, 3 seeds per thing. With the soil blocks we created ourselves, we're using 1 seed this year, and I got 1 hole, 2 holes, 3. It's really pretty good. And some of these other plants are doing very well as well. Here's some grass that she's planted. That's coming up well. More zinnias, some more grass. I'm not sure what this is. We're trying to do a different thing here, but shoot, there's a couple coming up there. I'm not going to take all the lids off, but like we said, 1,700 plants there, and we're going to this Sunday probably be able to take off some more lids so that we can redo. Yeah, we're going to have to get anyway. That's kind of the update there. So the flower farm stuff is coming along well. Okay, the next thing is we're over here at the turkey barns. I do my morning water checks. Water is very important, as we've talked about in a video previously, and so we are currently using some acid and chlorine. Hopefully this thing's still running. Yes, it is. Okay, so I'm running a little bit below 4. I'm going to run about 6 on this little ball right here. Okay. Whoa, okay. Anyways, so it just shut itself off. So it only works when water is running in and pumping in. And so I have to kind of be on time with that. Anyways, turkeys are getting older and we're staying up with that. So let me show you over here. I'm not sure, I have to check back myself if we talk about this or not, but so I check from this spigot, I check pH and chlorine, and I've just run my chlorine test and I run my pH test. And Sherry created a little app on Google, and I plug those numbers in and then I can track that. It does change slightly because this water is coming from the lake and it's rained. It does, kind of go up and down. However, it's a good thing for me to come check, and I try to check that every day. And my flock supervisor is good at helping me to kind of understand what's happening and where I want to be and so on. And so that's what I'm doing this morning. I've put in some medicine here for the birds. Stay tuned, man. This is what we do every day. Burning some of the junk here at the flower farm. Got that one going. Saved a lot of cardboard over the spring here and winter as we was working. Let's see if I can zoom in. Figure out how. Okay, and got the one over there going. And got rid of, it's gone now. There was a little chicken coop thing that we pushed over there into the brush, and that is just a pretty solid brush from here. So we got that going on. How about a quick update in the house? I'm not sure that I've talked about it much, but so Ethan and his grandfather have worked on the floor and did a marvelous job. And we've got everything buttoned up. This is the living room, kitchen in there, dining kitchen, heating and air guys. So Lane, our nephew, and his team, he works for a contractor that does heating. So they've got their stuff put in, and we are currently waiting on plumbing. But look here, floor, subfloor in, pretty cool. And in here, so these things we can work on electrical, which we're gonna check out. The windows are in. These are new Window World windows, and what a wonderful experience that was. Coming down the hallway, here is the bathroom. So the toilet goes there, shower tub here, double vanity is going to go in there. So we stripped this out pretty well. Now this was done. We have a groundhog that is not happy, but Ethan and his uncle and grandpa took out the concrete that's in here. This is a hard job. They got it done just lickety split, and so we're waiting to get the plumbing in, and then we'll re-pour this. So the kitchen's over there. So once we get the water lines in and the plumbing done, we can finish up floors. We can finish up the floors, and we can start on. Lila has already started sanding walls and stuff like that, and so we're getting pretty close. It's really exciting, and it's really exciting. So we're excited about that. We'll see if she's excited. I don't know. Are you excited?
Hi, Dad.
Hey, come in here a minute. So that's what's going on. Quick look here. By the way, we're gonna run a water line right over there to some cows. So that's cool. Headed to the local farm auction place to drop off a chemical water tank, and that we're gonna try to upsize. So might as well go with me. Yep, there it is. So I'm going to sell the tank, or attempt to sell the tank. Not going to sell the running gear. That I'm kind of partial to. So we'll hook on, go down, and check out some tires. Make sure they're good enough to go. We're going to travel about 9-10 miles. Close. Close. Not quite. About 3 inches. Back in. Okay. Now I've set my truck up. This is a 2015 350 Ford, to where if I put it in reverse and then go to drive, it leaves my camera on. So let's try this again. Those cameras are a lifesaver. There's no two ways about that. Oh, look at there. All right, praise God. Not bad. You probably, like me, have been here where you 300 times you've been in and out of the truck. Okay. Tires look okay, but we're gonna go down to the shop real quick, just in case here. Well, we're moving. Those two tires look good for now. So here we go back out. Haven't been to the turkeys yet. It's supposed to rain here mid-morning. So while it's raining, I will work in the barns. This is one of the flexibility pieces that you have. And here we go. Okay, let's try that and see what we got. I'm in the shop. I've got some pieces for the tank. And I put them up, and I don't know exactly where it is. I see a hose over here. That is a hose for it. But I don't see, nope. I don't see the flange. I don't know what I did with that either. I'll show you here. I've been working, we have a cricket, and I don't see it there. No, rats. Okay. Now, yes, I did get sidetracked, but let's ignore that. Anyways, I started putting, let's see, labels on. I'm making little magnets, and it's going to be wonderful. It's going to be great. I just ain't there yet, and so. Shoot. I know what it looks like. I've seen it. I know it's in here. I don't know where it's at. There's a flange. There was a cover. And I'm sure I'm looking at it right now. I don't see it. So, anyways, I'm going to have to take it later. Nope. Just as I was getting ready to turn it off. Bingo. Because I put it up here because I knew I needed to work on it. Okay, good. Now we're ready. Okay, in the truck. I've checked that to make sure it's strapped down. That tire's okay, that tire's okay. Hey, I got a ride along hitchhiker. Don't need to bounce that sucker off. So, let's roll. Yep, well, we made it. We are here. So I'll get the straps off and we'll be on. So it is off. Away we go. One day. Ever wonder about having cattle? If you notice, if you can see right there, oh, see how the fence is between the cow and the calf? Yeah, so they're on their own side. And then everybody's come over here to watch because, you know, they all have to watch. Well, then that means we can't open the gate because then they would need to come out. So it's kind of like one of them accidents alongside the road. Everybody needed to come, and they all did, see? Yeah. Anyhow, just one of the joys of owning cattle. Good night. And he's a little bull calf, and he's looking pretty decent there. He could, I don't know, see if I can get his attention if he'll stand up a little better. Nope, he's not going to because he's looking at that dog who needs to go home, whoever he is. Nice square head. Anyways, that's what's going on there. So we're going to get some corn, see if we can't get it put out there for the big cows. Maybe they'll go, and then in the meantime we'll get them away from the gate. We'll open the gate, and then he'll just wander in there because he's interested. It'll all happen real easy. Now, I say it'll happen real easy. Here's the trick. The trick is being patient enough to kind of do what the cow wants to do, which is kind of what you want it to do, right? And so that's the tough part, is being patient. And I haven't always done that. I definitely haven't taught my kids how to not get anxious about things. So that's a lesson for maybe you'll learn from this is how I act, and then is how they're going to act. So used to, I'd get mad and throw fits and run around and jump and da-da-da-da. That doesn't work. So as my wife has explained to me, just relax as part of it and do it. So, where is he? Right there. He's gonna go in. Okay, so now he has decided he's going that way. Lila is over there feeding. There she is. And so he's going. Might as well go with him. Okay, don't move. Let me push. He's gonna go. Okay, right there. When he gets his head, shoulders past the gate, when he gets his head and shoulders past the gate, you come at him. Now. Good job. All right. Good job. Yeah. Wonder, was he over that way, was he?
Yeah.
Okay, I did not shut that gate, so we'll have to look at that gate. All right, these guys. So they are pretty well, yeah, we'll put out as many as we can put out.
Okay. I have 5 pets.
Okay. When you get when you get done with me and I'm putting them out,
Yeah.
then go over and lock that gate and look down there at the creek and see.
Like that creek
right there.
Yeah, no, me and Ethan have fixed that.
Okay, where do you think then?
And now they can't get like that.
Okay. How many calves did you say?
11.
11 calves.
And then 4 heifers. And then
Okay.
19 big cows.
Okay. All right, I'll go get on the tractor. Yep, thank you. Now, I am not saying this to be proud or any arrogant or anything like that. What I have learned over many, many years of doing it incorrectly is the more wound up I got, the worse the cows were. And if you get them aggressive and nuts, that's how they tend to be the rest of their life. And you can simply chase cattle. So if you do that as young, then that's the way they're going to act. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and put out 5 bales, and it's Nice and sloppy in February. Hey, this is cool. Check this out.
It says tattoo.
I don't know. Softball in the leftover in the bales. We bale hay uptown by the ballpark. So got a softball. Yeah, all right. You never know what. And actually, over there, you're gonna find a bale spear that I broke. And so just like that, bales are put out back yonder. This cow is hanging out here. I don't know why, but anyway, bales are out, cows in. The Bible says not to worry, and I've spent my life doing a lot of it, but that's what the Bible says. The bird doesn't worry about where it's going to be housed or the flowers of the field. You know, they don't worry about where they're getting shelter or weather, or you know how an animal's going to be clothed or anything. They don't worry. We're not supposed to either. It doesn't add any time to life, and that didn't add any time really if we worried about that. Just come and do it. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. You can comment, and that's cool too. Take 5, because it don't only take a minute. Yeah, somebody lost a bale. I guess it was me. So we're gonna get this out of the road real quick. As you can see, we keep pretty busy. That's part of having livestock and diversified flows of income. And that's what helps make this work. And Sherry and I have worked pretty hard to orchestrate this balance in here. And we will both say this is what we wanted. And so we're not complaining or anything like that. That's some of the things that go on in the days, and there's more that goes in there. And sometimes it's good for me to remember, what am I doing with my time? But that's not to say I don't get sidetracked, as you can see. And I got a whole bunch more video of cleaning the shop where I definitely do get sidetracked. Got a lot more on tap for today to get done. I got to go pick up some things in Terre Haute and run some errands for my father. And then we're going to come back to the shop and work on the planner. Then later this evening, we got a school board meeting. And so that's the kind of life that we have decided that we wanted to do. Thanks for coming along with us. Don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. And when you ask questions, that helps me when I look at the videos and try to show you the picture of what we do and what goes on here. It also helps me to think about it in terms of what my grandkids and someday great grandkids will look at and see. And so that's just kind of what Sherry and I are trying to communicate. So God bless you, and thank you for coming along. It's a very big blessing for Sherry and I to be able to visit with you, and we thank you for that opportunity. Hope you come back next time. Have a good day. Safe day.
Like and subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Facebook. Ask your questions so we can all learn together. Come and grow with us.